Good evening. I'm AJ Patton. In 1999, my mother received a $400 gas bill. She was making $10 an hour, and subsequently our gas got shut off and we had to boil water to take a bath. 15 years later, I founded a development company to serve the needs of energy efficient, affordable housing right here in Chicago. That company, 548 Development, named after the unit and the projects in which I grew up, is here today leading a coalition with a vision for inclusive health and sustainable wealth for the Austin community. The 548 Development Coalition is a group of 100% minority and women-owned businesses. We are united under the common vision of turning Austin into a community of the future. Together, we have a team rich with experience that understands the nuances of the Austin site, including working with historical redevelopment and landmarks. Our minority-owned partners are committed to continuing the thread of diversity throughout our practice by prioritizing MBEs and WBE subcontractors to fill roles. As Chicago's largest African-American-owned engineering firm, Millhouse has worked on many successful projects, including the Mariano Supermarket, terminal expansion at O'Hare, the Walmart in Chatham, and they've consistently exceeded their MBE goals by over 80%. Lsc Architects is the third largest Black-owned architecture and design firm in the country. They've worked on many projects around the country, including historical redevelopment of the Sumner Library, which is on the National Register of Historic Places, and designed the Satori Village development in North Minneapolis, which is in a community that historically had been lacking in investment and development. In the spirit of mentorship and learning, we've paired these storied firms with emerging firms, Engaged Civil Engineering and TNS Studios, who may otherwise not get to participate in projects of this scale. Goldleaf Capital Partners is an African-American-owned boutique capital markets advisory firm that specializes in financing deals of this size. 548 Development is pioneering the use of energy efficiency in sustainable housing and bringing cost savings to low-income communities. Our community partners include established Chicago-based organizations alongside nonprofits that ensure collaboration, job creation, and economic development. Each facet of this project is inclusive of all residents, ages, income, and run by Chicago natives. That it's health-focused, impacting residents personally, professionally, and financially. It's sustainable, not just in being green, but in being economical and lasting over time. And that it's wealth building as a community and generationally, as well as personally and culturally. We have seven signed letters of intent from established Chicago community organizations, including tenants who are committed to hiring locally. The heart of our development is the Soul City Steam Center, which will live within the restored Laramie Bank. This tech-enabled space hosts a collective of nonprofit community partners who will provide education, workforce training, and access to the arts. The Chicago Human Rhythm Project offers diverse, high-quality dance classes along with education programs, rehearsal space, and administrative offices to other nonprofits. They also serve as an accelerator to help art programs learn how to monetize. Que Quattro is a radio and production studio that is Latinx owned that provides facilities and studio equipment for multimedia production. Westtown Bikes and Repair Shop will empower youth of all abilities with a focus on bike mechanics, job training, and employment. PhotoStart uses digital photography and video to connect underprivileged children with modern opportunity, improving digital literacy and developing talents of self-expression and visual storytelling. Black Women Talk Tech offers mentorship and support for Black female entrepreneurs, bringing education to the community for businesses to grow and thrive. One of the biggest requests we heard from residents are venues where they can actually sit down and interact with each other. So we're excited to empower locally Black-owned restaurants in Austin. Well-known Chicago chef Quentin Love brings a combined health-conscious restaurant and group fitness studio, starting with the Turkey Chop Gourmet Grill, offering healthier fast food options, and an operating community kitchen that has already given away 270,000 meals, alongside Bike Kettle Studio, which features spin classes paired with kettlebell exercises in a community setting. Nisaya and Sadiqa Emanuel of Majani Soulful Vegan have committed to building and nourishing the community with delicious healthy food options, cooking demonstrations, and farm-to-table cuisine. They'll also be supporting the operation of a community garden. Austin is in need of quality housing that's not just affordable, but sustainable and energy efficient. The 548 Development Coalition plans to create one of the largest solar housing development projects in the Midwest. We plan to bring a diversity of layouts with energy efficient building materials that will lower utility costs for tenants by over a third. Millennium Solar, the largest minority-run solar program in Illinois, will skill a cohort of local residents through work on this development and ultimately be placed in full-time construction careers. High-speed internet access is a critical factor in bridging the digital divide. We are in elevated talks with potential telecom partners that are committed to powering this development and community. Another important aspect to capitalize on the community's health, happiness, and well-being is sustainable community green space. Our development features an open-air plaza filled with native landscaping and public art, a community garden to grow food and composite waste, and we're partnering with local Black-owned Green Era to take any remaining waste so it can be processed into low-carbon liquid fuel. The final piece of our proposal is a community-operated cannabis dispensary. The city of Chicago has designated Austin as one of the areas disproportionately impacted by the war on drugs, and the Austin community has expressed desire to participate in this new lucrative trade that will generate new streams of tax revenue for the area. Viola Brands is a proven community-oriented company with a reputation for creating jobs and nurturing culture in surrounding communities through accelerator programs and agripreneur education. They've also committed to hiring 20 to 25 Austin locals to run this project. This innovative program improves quality of life, preserves local culture, and considers environmental benefit with mutually beneficial incentive structures. 2. Benefit local businesses by generating more foot traffic, enhancing skills of residents through access to education and resources, and create job and revenue streams that infuse money into the local economy. Ultimately, this project preserves and engages the cultural assets while creating new space for new creativity and health to flourish. I and the entire 548 Development Coalition would like to thank you for your consideration for our vision for inclusive health and sustainable wealth for the community. Thank you.